Hello, everyone. My name is Luana Chinazzo. I'm a researcher of a Federal University of Espírito Santo in Brazil. This work was developed with other researchers from UFES, Ana Júlia Oliveira, Lucas Bragança, Fábio Goveia, and Francis Sodré. This study is about how vaccine discourse changed on social media in Brazil between 2021 and 2025. The platform we analyze is X, formerly known as Twitter. This platform was central in health and scientific communication during the pandemic, and it has changed a lot in the past few years, especially after its acquisition by Elon Musk. The central question that guides our study is how the whole of social media evolved from a space of civic engagement and vaccine activism in 2021 to an ecosystem of radicalization and disinformation in 2025. To answer this, we compare two moments. First, January 2021, when COVID-19 vaccination started in Brazil, and second, May to July 2025, when we saw a rise in anti-vaccine discourse on X. Our main objective was to understand how narratives and discourse changed during this time. We also wanted to examine the whole of platform design in this evolution that we call the platform effect. Our methodology is a mixed method and a longitudinal approach. For 2021, we collect all tweets related to vaccination from January 13 to 21st. That means the first week of a national campaign. This gave us almost 3 million posts. For 2025, we collect data of May, June, and July of 2025, totaling more than 127,000 publications. And then we created graphs of hashtags and semantic networks to visualize the structure of each discursive ecosystem and to understand the main clusters of conversation and the narratives in both periods. We also quantified the presence of disinformation in 2025. So our first act focused in 2021. We identified two key strategies behind the civic mobilization. The first that we call affective mobilization, and the second strategy that we describe it as SHIRK, as a cost reduction. And this was a moment when digital platforms supported civic engagement and public health communication in a very powerful way. In this slide, we can see the graphs of 2021 presented in the paper. And in 2025, the scenario is very different. Even we still find news and some pro-vaccine messages. Disinformation became a central element. We calculated that an average of almost 30% of the most viral posts contain critical or false information about vaccine. These messages are often emotional, personal, and based on fear. So people share personal stories or stories of others, claim to have suffered adverse effects, or saying someone died after getting vaccinated. And these stories are, even they are not verified or real, they are powerful because they are confessional and relatable. So here you can see the graphs of 2025. So this brings us to what we call platform effect, that we use this concept to explain how change in platform design and moderation affects the visibility and reach of different types of content. Gillespie argues platforms are not neutral. They shape what is seen and what is ignored. So the platform has this power to affect the whole debate. After 2022, X adopted a more permissive policy. The moderation decrease and accounts of scientists, journalists, and public institutions lost relevance. At the same time, radical and conspirational voice gained force. So this is not just about individual users, it is an structural problem. So what can you learn from this? First, disinformation is not just about content, it's about platforms. Second, regulation and platforms accountability are essential for protecting public debate. And thirdly, we need to restrain public communication with science, media, and institutions working together to resist the erosion of the truth. This is not only about vaccine, it's about democracy and the future of digital communication too. And to conclude, I would like to share some final reflections and possibility directions for future researchers. First, it's important to recognize the limitation of these studies. Our analysis focus on X only, but it's not does not include private messages apps like WhatsApp or Telegram that are major vectors of disinformation in Brazil. And looking ahead, our research agenda includes two main goals. The first is to investigate the flow of the radical discourse between platforms. And second is to analyze how change in regulation and platform design impacts the exclusion of institutional voice, like science, health, authorities, and public institutions. So that's all. Thank you. I'll be happy to answer any question or continue this conversation by email. And hope to hear from you. Thank you.